crooked.
Yep.
Now I'm perfect.
All right, yeah. You're good. You're good. Well, hey, Mom.
Hi, son.
Hey, family. Welcome to another episode of Bonding with Maiden and Satyr, the first Black mother and son podcast.
I am Brooklyn Potts, aka Mater, James's mother.
And I'm James Eaton, aka Satyr. We're in for a very interesting episode because all the topics today I really don't know anything about. It's going to be all Mater's information and knowledge and leadership. So I'm excited about it. I'm ready to hear what you got to say, and especially about this topic. Boom! Big news was Porsha Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes.
Yes, she stole someone's husband. She's a homewrecker. No, she's engaged to I guess a cast member's husband or ex-husband.
Yes. So
Like
she's the latest, one of the latest cast members to join the Atlanta Housewives of Atlanta, rather. The young lady's name is Fallon, and her husband's name is Simon Gubadia or something like that. I really something like that. But anyway, she was introduced on the show, and I'm not sure whose friend she was, but they're saying that it was Porsha's friend, but that's not true because I remember seeing an episode where Porsha was introduced actually to Fallon and her husband, Simon. I don't know, coming to her defense, she is not her friend. Now, I don't know, the show kind of made it look like Fallon and her husband were doing, pretty good, but then there also seemed like there was some, something going on with them. So anyway, Porsha ends up getting engaged to him. They've only been dating for about a month. And the reunion, which was just aired maybe not even a week ago, it just and I mostly catch all the episodes. I don't watch it like to the date of the show that it comes on. I usually catch it, on
Hulu.
Not Hulu, just Xfinity. I just kind of go to the app or just talking to the
TV
remote. So I just kind of binge watch sometimes. I don't watch it like per se that night. But anyway, on the reunion, they really didn't make Porsha look all that great. She just, I don't know, it goes back to 4 years ago where they was talking about her and Candy in the dungeon. They had this dungeon like theme, they had Bolo was talking about what happened, the incident. What?
We talked about this before.
The incident.
Bolo.
Yeah, well, just the incident.
Wait, that happened 4 years ago?
No. So Candy has been known to give these parties that are like sex, theme. So Porsha, well, they say Porsha lied and say that Candy and her husband, Chris, I want to say it's not Chris Tucker. Forgive me, Chris Tucker. Todd Tucker wanted to drug her and, do whatever to her and take her to the dungeon.
Whoa. Did Todd wanted to do that to Candy or Porsha?
Porsha. Todd and Candy are a couple. They are a married couple.
Okay.
So they were saying that Todd and Candy Porsha said that somebody told her that Todd and Candy wanted to drug her and take her to their dungeon. A lot of it I think is just TV. A lot of it I think is just TV. That part I think did get a little serious because they Candy and Todd could have gone to jail for that. And that was all coming out like around the time Bill Cosby was being accused of, kind of like the same thing, drugging people that type thing. So anyway, fast forward, they brought up some of that, saying that Candy still has a little beef with her, about that. That the reason why the theme of the reunion was about was a dungeon thing was because of Porsha. So anyway, this doesn't shed a great light on Porsha, her role for next season, that she's the thought or whatever, or I don't know. Yeah, it's not a good look. However, Porsha's grown. It was said that they were getting a divorce. They're not divorcing because of Porsha. It just so happens that Porsha became his girlfriend shortly after. It's alleged that Fallon has moved on, has a boyfriend or whatever. And so, yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
Bunch of mess, I mean, it is reality television, but I always had this theory, not even theory, I think it's fact. I think that maybe not your generation, but this new generation and social media era and all that, I think that women don't really respect other women's marriages in the way that a man would respect another man's marriage. And I say that to say that, like, you finding out that a girl is sleeping with someone's husband rather than a man sleeping with someone's wife. Because I think men take that a little bit more seriously. They're like, a guy will kill you for less, even for his girl. So imagine his wife. So, like, I feel like guys, not to say that it doesn't happen, but I feel like guys are a little bit more cautious with that. Whereas women is like a flex. It's like, haha, yeah, I'm
well, so for back in my generation, I would say that women were not as brazen as the young women are today. You growing up, I used to be fearful of just how you and your stepbrothers, your approach to young girls. So the girls for your generation, they just seem to be more forward than what we ever were.
Oh yeah, that's extremely true.
We just weren't as forward. And so, and it goes back to what, my generation, tolerated, your generation just embraced and took it to a whole nother level. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I get a lot of pushback when I say that, about my theory, but I think it's true. I think
it's true. I'm going to say I agree.
Yeah. So,
now, but men have their, they got their ish too.
Yeah.
There's sometimes when a man gets into a fight, over something, he's more passionate about it. He's more, I want to say, I don't know if invested is the word that I'm looking for, but when a man, truly is the protector, of his, surroundings and his stuff. But women can be just catty and just kind of
just petty. You know what I mean?
Petty.
Porsha could have done this because Phelan said something about her dress, or you know what I mean? Like, it could have been like something slight like that. But I'll give you
that nana boo boo.
Yeah, that type of energy. That's so weird for grown women to have,
Yeah.
But I'll throw it in the guy's court too. There's a story that broke, I think around the same time or maybe a little bit before this one. So of course you know who Drake is, right? Of course.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, all right. I was like, oh.
Leave me alone.
So, Drake's rich and famous, has some big mansion estate country in Canada. So he DM'd this singer who's also a model. She's extremely gorgeous. And I guess she sings too. And was like, hey, I want you for a song. Come fly out to my studio. And the girl was engaged, or I think was with some dude for like 8 years. And he flew her and the girl out. Drake flew the girl and the boyfriend out. And apparently,
so both.
Yes, both of them. And apparently during their stay, he he sent the guy home, and the girl stayed to work. And apparently, allegedly, he slept with the girl. So, same situation. But in this case, it was just a boyfriend girlfriend thing.
Yeah. Marriage is, is a sacred thing. It's instituted by God, and people really should be careful with that type thing. That type of spiritual connection is not easily broken, just because you slept with somebody or just because yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, please do not sleep with someone's spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend, or get with their ex-husband when you've been to their home. It's very messy. You shouldn't do it. It's can also be dangerous. So just
it's just nasty.
It's nasty. It's just not a good look. You're better off being single nowadays. You're just better off being single.
Yeah, might as well be.
Yeah, it's a whole game out here.
Nothing wrong with being single if that's where your lot finds you in life. Just
right, yeah.
be single.
The older I get, the more comfortable I am with it. So
yeah, reflect and take care of yourself, and then truly that's when you'll find somebody.
Right.
I believe. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. So alrighty. Married at first sight.
It's God.
Finale, huh? What's going on with that?
Yeah, Chris and Paige. I won't even talk about the other couples because they're just not as interesting to me as Chris and Paige.
You told me about them before. Like what's their thing again?
So Chris and Paige, on their honeymoon, they were married, and then on their honeymoon, Chris announced that his ex-fiance was pregnant.
Wow.
So, with that being said,
is he black?
Yeah, they're a black couple.
Okay.
They're a black couple. So with that being said, just like a whole lot of drama behind it. He pretty much, in my opinion, he fake tried to work it out, but then, he was doing things that, that somebody that was married shouldn't be doing for the baby mama, because that's all she was a baby mama at this point. And it just kind of, left my girl Paige out there she was hurt. But, within her hurt, she kind of like got caught up because they had, consummated their marriage, several times, even after, he told her that she was pregnant. Wow. Why you laughing? So, yeah, it is crazy. But, so this is supposed to be reality, TV. The part that's concerning for me is their mental health, right? So, Paige is just kind of left out there. She has experts trying to tell her or trying to coach her, through these, different things that he's putting her through. But mentally, it's just not a stable situation for her.
Right.
Long term, just like what that's going to do to her, how that just crushed her self-esteem, because he wasn't attractive to her. He, pretty much said something about her face, and when she's a very, attractive, woman, in my opinion.
She's not attracted to him, or he's not.
He was not attracted to her.
Is he attracted?
Yeah, she was very much attracted to him.
Is he? Oh, so okay.
Oh, is he attractive? He looks like a chipmunk or something to me. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
But you know what? I realized that they're young. They're like 27.
Well, I mean,
with the white shirt.
But he has the red tie.
I don't know if that's red or not.
But it's him.
He's right under the 8. Yep.
Okay.
That's him. And that's Paige. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he does.
I think that's Paige.
1000% looks like a chipmunk. That's like a very accurate. That's a very accurate description. You know how people say things that, oh, you look like a squirrel. Oh, okay. No, he looks like a chipmunk. For real.
He does. He looks like a chipmunk.
Yeah.
But they're young. So he's like 27 27 and I think she's 26. You know, so they took this, you know, wild adventure and just, you know, and they kind of got what they got. It's just not good for her, you know. He just, but then now he's all apologetic, you know, to her about how he treated her and she didn't deserve, you know, what she got. And so now, you know, when it came down to them making their final decision, you know, she was talking about, well, throughout the show, she was talking about choosing herself because she would get kind of drawn back in. He would draw her back in and make kind of give her like this bit of hope. And the whole season, she was saying that she just kind of had some hope that things would just work themselves out and that, you know, God put them there for a reason, that type thing. So the ex-fiance baby mama, she lost a baby, which was, you know, very unfortunate.
Wow.
And yeah, it made it like a really just awkward for them on decision day. He told her that on decision day. So she opted not to stay married. She opted to get a divorce. And, you know, good for her. But I really think that they're going to end up staying together. I don't think that that's the end of them. I don't think that they're going to get a divorce because they didn't just like walk off their separate ways. You could still see her just kind of smiling and real giddy when he would say something that, you know, pulled at her heartstrings. So, you know, we'll see. They're supposed to have another show that's going to come on that's, you know, kind of like a follow-up to,
yeah, what's the name of that?
Now that they're out in the real.
I remember them having that during like the first season and all that.
Yeah, I can't think of what it's just pretty much a follow-up to Married at First Sight. I'm not sure what the name
like
is.
The first 90 days or something.
First, yeah, probably.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I gotta see if this
I love that show. I love that show.
I liked it too when I watched it, but just never returned to it.
Yeah.
We were first watching it. If it's, I gotta see if it's like on Hulu, but like it's just so much stuff to watch. I can't. It's so overwhelming.
Well, yeah, you will get overwhelmed, you know.
Yeah.
So.
But actually, like, I would be more inclined to watch this than like Handmaid's Tale because I already like the proof of concept and kind of already know what's going on. If anything, I kind of want to watch like the season that we were watching to see what happened because I kind of got like halfway through and didn't really end up knowing what happened in the end.
Right. Yeah, who stayed with who? Yeah. Right, stayed with who. So, well, you know what's so good about it is because it, you know, it's so many different personalities, so many different walks of life. You know, you get younger. It's kind of like the millennials a lot, but then there are some middle age. You know, but not really middle age. Probably the oldest person I've seen on there is probably about mid to late 30s.
Okay.
You know, yeah. So it'll be interesting if they did that with older people. So Married at First Sight, you should do that with older people.
Yeah, maybe throw like a couple of them in there. Not the whole thing.
Well, so now what they're doing is they're putting them all together. You know, like they're in like the next one is going to be in Texas. So they all get married. They're all from Texas because they were doing it with people from, let's say, Philadelphia, and the other person was from DC. So they realized that, you know, people would have to pick up and change their whole lifestyle and move away and, you know, do this or do that. And that was just too altering. So they would pick people from the same area. So now they're running into people knowing each other. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta see if this is like on like Hulu or something, if I could like watch it or like the past seasons or something like that.
Yeah. But it's a Lifetime show. So I don't know if you get like, well, no, you don't have like but yeah. Go ahead.
You've introduced to me that you wanted to spread your jewels or share your jewels to the world, but
spread my jewels.
Instead of jewels, it's going to be Mater's pearls.
Mater's pearls, yes. Pearls.
So, do you have any pearls for us before we close?
You know, I feel like I do share a lot. Try to put in some or incorporate, you know, a lot of like just real life situations, you know, that portrays, not that it portrays, but that it's indicative to just life, and so I was just thinking, and I'm going to ask you pose a question to you,
Okay,
and see what your answer is. And I don't know if this is a conversation we've ever had, but I think it fits really well. So let's say you had a friend,
okay,
right? And the friends, and they were a couple,
okay,
or it could be somebody in the family,
okay.
and one was cheating on the other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you knew about it, right? And you suspected it, and then you just kind of, so now you know.
Mm-hmm.
How would you handle it?
Okay, so
And let me ask you this: Have I ever had this conversation with you before? Because I don't know. I think I have.
I
But
mean,
if not,
maybe something similar, but not so specific to the point that you're asking me now. Maybe we discussed something similar, but to be honest, I've actually been in that situation, and it was with family. So my answer to that is how I would handle it. It would depend on how close I am to said person, if this is a family member or a friend. And
yeah,
this,
it's definitely somebody. It's definitely somebody that you care about.
oh, it's someone that I care about. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's definitely some. It's not some random person that you can just mind your business and and just
well,
skip on off like,
well,
oh well, that's just something I know.
yeah, well, what I'm saying is that it was definitely a family member, but it wasn't someone that I was close to enough to like feel the urge to like, oh my God, I gotta let them know. Like, if anything, this person that was a family member, I'm not gonna get too specific about it, but in reality, we didn't have like a bad relationship. We were cool, but like there was times where they were pretty mean to me, or try to play me or disrespect me. So, and this is like when we were kids, but like fast forward to us being like teenagers and young adults, I noticed that their significant other was cheating on them literally right in front of me. Because we were had similar friend groups, and we were like at a party or something like that. And
Right.
I chose to mind my business. I wasn't even close enough to that family member to the point to where I could like hit them up, or I would see them and be able to tell them. Like I
Right.
never would see, like I've probably seen this person maybe maybe twice since we were kids. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, I could get in contact with them, but we don't have that type of relationship. Now, if this was someone like just someone that was closer to me, like a brother or sister, of course I would tell, but I chose to just mind my
How
business.
would you go? How would you go about? How would you go about telling? What would you do?
I pulled them to the side and preface it by saying, "Hey, listen, I'm not trying to stir something up, and I'm not even the type of person that would come to you about this if it wasn't true, or if I wouldn't lie about this or just do this for fun. But I saw such and such do this or do that, or I witnessed it." And I would say, like, I would just prove it. I wouldn't just say, "Hey, they're messing with this person," and wouldn't have any proof or anything to go behind it. I would tell them, "Hey, I was at this place, boom, boom, boom. I saw this, this, and that. I don't know if you know about the situation. I don't know if they're just friends. You knew about it and they were out, and she told you, or he or she told you about it. But this is what I saw, and it didn't look right to me, and I felt like I should let you know." So that's how
Right.
I would
Okay.
handle it. But it's a very delicate situation because some people, they get offended by that. They're like, "What? Like, get out of here.
Yes.
Why would you even say that
Yes.
to me?" So, and
Right.
I haven't been in that situation. Like I said, the situation that happened with me, I wasn't even close enough to the person to even tell them about it. It's like, if they find out, they find out. It's not my place to tell
Well, like you said, it is a delicate situation. And a
them.
lot of times when you do share information like that, it puts a rift in in the relationship, of the person who you're close to. And a lot of times, because I have had it happen to me with a close friend, and on a couple occasions.
Mhm.
And the first time, well, I would say ultimately both times I handled it in my opinion wrong, because I told the person who was being cheated on. And I later, just kind of like assessed it and said, you know what, next time if this ever happens again, I'm going to go to the person that's cheating. And I'm gonna tell the person, just like you said, I'll have my facts. I'll say, this, that, and the other. And I think I'll address it right then and there. I don't think I would wait, especially if I know, well, no, I can't say I would address it right then and there, because then, sometimes you don't have all the facts all together. It just could be one isolated incident where you don't know everything. And so I don't want to put the carriage before the horse, so to speak. But the thing that I would do is I would tell the person, listen, I saw this, I saw that. I don't want to assume anything. However, what it appears and what it looks like to me is, this. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to say anything to the person, but I expect for you to. And if you don't say X, Y, Z to the person, then I'll have to. So I would drop the responsibility on the cheater.
Okay. See, that's interesting. I would definitely not handle it that way. I think that's where you get to the point where it becomes tricky, where you can get some pushback, because
oh, you're definitely going to get pushback. It does not matter. You're definitely going to get pushback.
Yeah, but like, I think the way I look at it, if I care about the person who's being cheated on, because like, if someone I'm close to is cheating and I see them that they're cheating, that's none of my business. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know their relationship or whatever, but if I know that someone that I care about is in a relationship with a person and I see their significant other cheating, it's my responsibility to tell them about it. It's not my responsibility to like confront the significant other and try to defend the person that I know that I'm close with. I don't think that's my responsibility. I think that's where things get tricky and dangerous, because I don't know who, what they might do if they're caught, or what the person that they're cheating with may do if they're caught. That's that's just my brain. I just think that my intention and my responsibility, if I saw something like that, is to take it to the person that's being cheated on, because 9 times out of 10, that would be the person that I'm close with, and say, hey, this is what I saw, handle it how you would like to, but it's your right to know. It's your right in a relationship or a friendship or family or whatever, that you trust me enough for me to see something like that and bring it to you, and vice versa. If I was in a relationship and someone I was close with saw something, I would expect them to bring it to me. And I would rather them do that than confront the person. It becomes this whole big thing to where, they confront the person and now it's this whole situation and I still don't know anything.
Right. You know what I mean? And that's why you have to put the pressure. You have to put the pressure on the person that is doing the cheating. And the reason why I say that is because, so I did it the other way. My friend got so terribly upset with me for telling. Each time they got so terribly upset with me for even just telling it. And the thing is that I didn't, it hurt me because she didn't believe what I was saying, right? So however that person chooses to take it, to the person, how they say you're the last to know, everybody knows, and then that person that's being cheated on is the last to know. For me, that's just not cool. You know, because a lot of times if somebody's cheating, they're telling everything about that person that they're cheating with, about the person, you know, who they're with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they got, you know, they have all this, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know. All I know is that what you're doing is just not right. And I'm not saying I wouldn't, because that person I'm talking about, that person is probably not going to step to the person and tell them. But what I would say to the person, listen, I've already told him, you know, you need to talk, you know, did your spouse, you know, talk to you and tell you what I said? And then they would say yes. And then I would say I did it that way because I wanted to confront, you know, him and, you know, make sure that that's what it was before I brought it to you. So, in other words, it might not be nothing. He could probably just tell me, well, no, that was nothing. You know, you're causing all this confusion. But see, if I go to her and tell her that you know, it's something and it turns out to be nothing, then it appears that I'm in their business.
Okay, I kind of see what you're saying, but
James, these are my pearls. This is the part you're gonna have to edit it out.
But you asked me. But you asked me.
I did.
This can be a fun debate. We're gonna, you know, I'm trying to do segments, little, you know,
gotcha.
Little 10 minutes or whatever, how long this is.
Right. Because it's going kind of like,
right.
But that's fine.
All right. I'm just gonna say this and we can end it. I would think that if your friend was upset at you for telling her that, hey, I thought I saw something with your significant other, I don't know, I'm just letting you know. If she was upset about that, I would think she would be more upset of you confronting her significant other and accusing him of possibly cheating and her finding out about it. I would think
this is the deal. Mm-hmm. With that friend, mm-hmm. That friend, her boyfriend was trying to hit on me.
So that was him cheating. That was what you were telling her.
Well, I knew he had already was a you know,
with somebody.
Yeah.
So you told her that, or did you tell her that? Hey,
I told her about me.
First,
I didn't tell her about the other. Yeah, I didn't tell her about the others.
That's what you went wrong.
See, I didn't because I didn't know. I didn't have facts about the other people or whatever. I just assumed. But I didn't have you know, facts. But anyway, I had
that's why she got upset, Mom.
Yeah, I can.
That's why she got upset. See, I didn't know that. There wouldn't been the back and forth if I knew that he had hit on you and you told her about it. I've known to always get mad about that. So
right, yeah. But so anyway, you gotta work that in with the pearls some kind of way.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's kind of you know, I think it's it should be more of a question. You know, if you find that someone you care about, significant other, is cheating, do you tell the person you care about, or do you confront the cheater?
I still think I think you confront the cheater.
I disagree. Well, all right.
So that's my pearl. That's my pearls. Mater's pearls.
To confront or not confront? That is the question.
I like that.
See? Yep.
I say confront the person, not your loved one.
Okay.
And you say?
I tell your loved one, and they'll handle it how they see fit.
Okay.
Well, that is it. That is man, this is.
And feel free to comment.
Yeah, what you think, or you know.
Yeah, because I really would like the input. You know, I feel strongly about, you know, confronting you know, that person, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, you know, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share, you know, same on Facebook. Follow us on our Instagram, you know, all that's going to be at the end of the video. And yeah, well, we're keep on rocking. It's good to be back, you know, see do our regular format, see your face and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I know, because I've been a little bit incognito.
Yeah. So,
And you know what? I want to say congratulations to your sister for graduating. She's class of 2021.
She did.
Yeah,
I thought she graduated on the
congratulations.
20th.
Well, I mean,
That's
she's
okay.
already got her cap and gown and
Right.
that stuff, and we're going to be attending her graduation on the 20th.
Okay.
So she wants a cookout.
Mm-hmm.
She wants my seafood salad, and guess what else she wants?
Potato salad.
No, that's your favorite.
Yeah.
She
crabs.
likes no.
Oh, just go
Well,
ahead.
yeah, she wants crabs. She wants me to make her some stuffing.
Oh, okay. That's strange, but okay.
It is strange, but she loves it. So, I'm gonna make it for her.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that'll go with the hamburgers and hot dogs and and whatever else she has, So
yeah,
I wish you could be here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you wish I could? Yeah, I wish I could be there too. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yep.
And this cup, Khadija bought this for me from the Cracker Barrel.
You float my
In
boat.
Yep, in Boston. Not Boston. I keep saying Boston, but Baltimore when Lacey was here.
Okay.
So
I like that.
from the aquarium. You float my boat.
You float my boat. I like that.
I thought it was cute. Yeah. So thank you, Khadija.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Shout out Khadija. Congratulations to Halee. Wish I could be there for the cookout. I was actually gonna give Halee her little segment, her flowers. I think her birthday is on one of our podcast episodes. So, later on we'll talk about my sister Halee and give her flowers.
Yes.
Yep.
Definitely. Yeah.
But all right, guys, that like I said, that's it. That's all. Like, subscribe, follow us, and we'll be back next Sunday. All right.
Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm realizing, James?
What?
It's, just having this podcast and doing this with you. Mm-hmm. I'm just learning a lot about you.
About me?
I am.
That's good. That's good.
It is good.
I think it's interesting just that we're we talk a lot anyway, but just that now it's recorded and it's
it's a different platform. It's
different platform.
Yeah.
And too, like, it's weird that, like, since we're not together and there's this barrier of, like, not being what's the word I'm looking for? Not intimate, but like close. We're not in front of each other. We're not in the same room. But I think because of that, we're making up for it by being a little bit more open, being a little bit more vulnerable.
I think we're a little bit more vulnerable than our normal conversations that we would otherwise have.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I like it. It's a good thing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But all right, Mom. I'm gonna let you go. Get out of here.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I
love you.
And I'll be talking to you later. Okay.
Okay. I love you too.
All right.